everybody, this is a Lighthouse Cool Comeback Cinema Film Volume number 18. European server and Hall of Fame contributor Kingbadshah in his AMX ELC here on Redshire, Standard Mode, North Spawn. There's 1 scout apiece, 3 artillery apiece, a lot of mediums and a few heavies on the enemy team, no TDs. His team's a lot of mediums as well, but they also have 2 TDs, so he has a better overall force composition. Most of the time these battles come down to who wins the brawl over here, as well as who can keep control of the middle of the map. People like to play over on the west side, not anywhere near as important as controlling the east. He's given his already a heads up saying, hey, I'm going to get some spots up here. Creating his own little cover by knocking over the trees. Did you know you can do that yet? Knock over those trees. And you still have the bush they tried to remove. They left trees there that you can use to your advantage. Doesn't work unless you knock them over. And oh man, just 1 medium going over there to the east pass. Everybody else in the middle and on the west. This is a casebook study of how not to deploy on Redshire. Unfortunately, he's in the middle of it. He went to a great spot. With the exception of the STVZ-39, everybody else is letting him down. And as you can see, the enemy team certainly understands where to go to take this map. They're headed to the east pass. They're going down. I feel sorry for the medium that's over there. He doesn't stand a chance. I wonder if he's smart enough to leave. It looks like he's running for it. He sees what's coming. And if he tries to hang out, it's like, I'm sorry, but, well, he's screwed. No support behind him. Oh, and now this, jeez. The Skoda manages to kill his own tank. Kingbadshah right now is going, what in the hell did I get myself into in this battle? Somehow they're ahead by a tank. I don't know how. They don't deserve to be ahead by a tank, but they are. That's going to change quickly because all these people over on the east are going to realize they have nobody holding them up.
Target acquired. Penetration. Let's find another target.
Fortunately, the 304 was already sighted in on another target, and so he wasn't able to take a shot at Kingbadshah once he got lit up. He quickly runs around. He's going to gain concealment, come back up and try to get another shot. The other fortunate thing right now is that the enemy team is very, very slow to exploit the advantage they have over here. If they would rush north as a group, they would have sewed up the fight right there. But they failed to take advantage of the gap. Now they're starting to push forward. I know he gets a Kolobanov on this and gets a win, but oh my god, nothing right now says he should be able to do this. Everything's stacking up against him. Oh man. This is going to be a miracle finish, fellas and girls. Chaffee's coming in on him. He's waiting on him, guy. And not only is he falling farther behind, but he's not shooting accurately right now. So everything that can go wrong right now is going wrong for him. So this is a good testimonial for perseverance. Don't give up, even when it looks like everything's going bad, and including the fact that you're missing some shots. It's like hang in there and keep plugging away, because the tide can turn. The only way it can't turn is if you give up and just YOLO and suicide and throw the fight. And now I bet he hits this one. Bam! 2 quick kills. And now it's 2 on 5. KB85's coming in on the ARL 39, and now 1 against 5. Another 1 against 5. We just saw Friend of Fun do this in Live Oaks 3 battles ago. So we get to see another one. One on 4. Okay, who's capping? The KV-85 most likely. KV-85 is telling us already, okay, I'm going to cap, and when he shows up, then you shoot him. Overlooking the fact that Kingbadshah can take down the KV-85 and not get seen because he has a higher view range. Let those binoculars turn on. Oh, it's an arty capping. Interesting. 304, bro. Well, that's not what you want to have happen right now. Forget the critical hits. Give me damage. Yep, 304.
Ready to fire.
Goodbye, 304. Now it's 1 on 3. And the OI is telling him, come on, just die. Your destiny is death. Maybe not this way. Yeah, keep that tree in between you and him and fire away. You get to shoot and not be seen. Aren't trees cool? Don't even have to knock them down when you use the top of them at distance. Next shot should take him out. Let's aim in. Now it's time to evade potential incoming artillery shells. Oop, there's one. Doesn't matter which Artie fired, because by the time he can get over there to where Artie like to be, they can be reloaded. Oh, what's this birch gun doing? Ouch. Wow. Count your blessings there. Bam. Now it's ELC versus M44. The M44 just fired. Get out of the rubble and charging. I'm sorry, I'm taking that blind shot. I have plenty of time to reload. I'm taking it and hoping to get lucky. There he goes. Oh, back up. Nice. Right into my view. He gets spotted, so he's running behind the building and he's going to someone to charge him and pop out from the other side. He's going to try to use his view-range advantage. Move way over here to the edge of the map, come in from a different angle, and hopefully catch the guy totally looking the wrong way. Fire in the fight. Right where he wants him. Game and comeback over. 1-on-5 and he pulls it out. He gets a Kolobanov, a Pascucci, and the Top Gun. 7 kills, 1,684 damage. 11 of 13 shooting, 85%. Got 1,464 assisted damage. 8 spots, and 2,175 XP. And so what do you do? What do you do when you pull up here? First of all, for many of you, that may be a little bit revealing, that big bush that used to be up here that they removed and left 2 or 3 trees there. It looks like they removed the bush. If you remember, those trees were already there before, but there was a bush in the middle of them. It's right up here. You can still go up there and knock over the trees and spot in the trees, because they're trees that give camouflage, provide concealment when you knock them over. A lot of people don't realize you can still do that. He's getting good spots, but only one small medium went over here. He quickly got overrun. He tried to get away, but he couldn't get out of the way of the advancing enemy in time. Fortunately, they didn't press their advantage they had. They kind of delayed over here and didn't really push north as a team. That's the only thing besides his stellar play at the end that bailed out Kingbadshah's team. Because if this force had stayed together for the enemy and attacked north together, they would have run the board and he wouldn't have been able to pull out a victory. While these guys were unopposed over here, they lost the west too. Even though they had superior numbers over there, they lost the fight. And it ends up with Kingbadshah being 1-on-5. Fortunately, 3 of those tanks were artillery. That made it a little bit easier. And also, fortunately, he was able to catch the heavies one at a time and not have to take them on both at once. The KV-85 unwisely went on to cap. And I say unwisely because he's thinking, hey, I have 3 artillery to kill the AMX when it comes for me, but he overlooks the fact that scouts are sneaky bastards. They don't come right at you unless they have to. So he was able to use actually a tree over here, looking over the ridge, tree in the way, perfect concealment to fire at the KV-85 and get the first hit on him, came around and got another shot on him and finished him off, and it just left 2 artillery to go. And if you have superior view range, capping in that instance probably a good idea. When the lone enemy left has superior view range to yours, probably not a good idea. You can't think, hey, I got 3 artillery to fire at what sees me, if you're not going to be able to see what sees you. So he forgot that one critical piece of information in that whole equation, and that is the guy I'm trying to set up can see farther than me, so he's going to take me out and I'm never going to see him. Kind of ruins the plan. Pay attention to view ranges when you decide to cap or not as bait. If the guy you're trying to bait in can see farther than you, you're not doing anything good by baiting, because you become the victim instead of the predator. So just keep that in mind. It's another case of learning from what the enemy does. Don't do what he just did. If you're trying to bait somebody, make sure you have the view range advantage so you can see what's going to be shooting at you. From Redshire, pulling out a great win, Kingbadshah. Happy hunting.